Hello, my name is Jimmy, and today I bring you the 2025 Nissan Kicks. It definitely is a lot different than the previous generation. It's bigger, has a bigger engine, there's more power, there's more space, and you can also get front wheel drive. This is the Canadian spec SR all-wheel drive trim, which means it's a top trim. It has every single option you can basically think of here. So as tested, it's about 35,000 Canadian dollars, not the cheapest, or about 28,000 US. Underneath the hood, it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder, 141 horsepower, 140 pound-feet of torque. It's mated to a CVT automatic that drives all 4 wheels in this all-wheel drive configuration. As it is the top SR trim, I also get 19-inch wheels. 19s on a Kicks, that's definitely something a little bit different. Here in Canada, you can still get the old Kicks. They call it the Kicks Play, and it is priced less than this, starting like 26,000, or the top SV trim is like 28,000. So you can still get the old one if you prefer that. But there's lots of love here. Let's take a look around to see what's new. Well, I mean, everything is new, but you get the newer Nissan headlamp, daytime running lamps, of course, the new Nissan badge on the front with white lettering. As I mentioned, 19-inch wheels, that's a little big. What I do like is on the bottom, you get this, well, texture here. It's kind of cool, and that runs on the side skirt as well as on the rear. Proximity door locks on the front doors, but sadly not on the rear. You don't get proximity door locks here. Fuel filler cap is on the passenger side. It's hard to see, but there's a little Kicks logo here. Let me see if I can rotate the filter to see. Nope, it is. Wait, let me see if I can use my flashlight. Oh yeah, wait, it was way too bright. Yeah, okay, you're gonna have to just trust me. It said Kicks on there. It's kind of cool. Taillights, you got LED taillights. It's very different on the back. I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. It's so different. I mean, the previous generation wasn't like the best looking thing or anything like that, but this is a little bit more out there. You would think that, you know, Nissan going all the way like this is more reserved for the Juke, but here we are. The Kicks is, look at these broad shoulders. Like, it's like, is it rear-wheel drive? Oh no, it's all-wheel drive, but do you really need that? I don't know. Let's open up the trunk here. Manual tailgate, no power option here. Generous amount of space. And what's nice is actually underneath the load floor, there's more. Because if you don't need this foam insert and the fix-a-flat kit and whatnot, you can take that out and you get quite a bit more space. Of course, you can fold the rear seats 60-40. 40 is on the driver's side, 60 on the passenger here. And to do that, the poles are just right over there. This is a little floppy. I mean, I get it. It's a pretty low-end spec vehicle, but it's a little floppy. And the painting here is a little weird as well. I don't understand why they masked this part off. It's odd. Exposed hinges, normal. But this, why is this like this? And why is it kind of, I don't want to peel it because I don't know, like, I know it's an opening to service everything that's on the top. I get that, but I feel like there's a better implementation than just some sticker that can go over it. Checking out the rear seats. In here, no vents. You do have USB-C ports. In the center, I got my 2 cup holders. That's really it. Decent amount of space. I'm 5'11", and if I sit upright, I'm good. Headroom is good. Legroom is also pretty decent for me here. It's not like your typical subcompact by any means. No, you don't get heated seats back here, but I guess that's okay. Let's move up to the driver's seat. Manual seat adjustment, no powered option. You do get lift and of course tilt. Being the top trim, I do have the Bose headrest. That was also on the previous version of the Kicks. And I don't know about you, they're more like just to give you that slightly elevated sound stage, and it doesn't really increase just the overall atmosphere of the vehicle. So personally, I can go without it. Strut buttons all the way over here. Everything in front of me is pretty typical Nissan. Oh, let's turn that off before we get demonetized. Pretty typical Nissan steering wheel, same one that's found in like the Rogue and whatnot. It is newer than that of like the Sentra, obviously, but you got your menu buttons here on the left, you got your adaptive cruise stuff on the right. Behind that, you can't see because of the filter. Let's change that. There we go. Your typical Nissan cluster. Right now it's on the digital setting. Let's go into change meter. We got your analog setting. We can see our drive, tire pressure, satellite radio and settings and all that good stuff here. Quite a bit of information to go through. What I do like is this. The illumination button is right on the top. So at night, you can just press that to dim it. A lot of cars have it on the left, which is fine as well. But a lot of cars that have a digital display don't give you an option like that anymore. So thank you, Nissan, for that. The stitching in here is actually pretty nice. Like, you know what? For the price of the vehicle, that's okay. Infotainment is pretty standard Nissan, works well so far. I haven't even connected my phone, just been listening to like satellite radio and whatnot. It's only the second day I picked up this vehicle, so I haven't done too much. I'm gonna connect my phone and see how that works with the wireless CarPlay and all that. But I do like how there's a dedicated volume knob on the bottom, so you don't have to like mess around in a menu. But this button is a little out of place, so like it's just not where you expect it. You'll get used to it, but at first I was like, oh, there's no volume button because it's not down here, it's not next to the screen, it's just in the middle. But you'll get used to that. Climate control is a little weird. It's this entire very shiny panel, and you press auto and it does this thing. It's a single zone, so you can control your temperature here, control your fan speed on the other side. But if you need to control where the air is going, you need to go into the climate menu in here and then adjust it in here. So you can change if you want it to defrost your front window, or if you want it to your face or your legs. A little bit different, but I guess it's fine for most people. I suggest leaving it on auto, changing your temperature, and that's really it. You got your defrost front and rear. That's the more important things, along with your heated seats. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a relay on the bottom that you can hear it switch on and off. And of course, you got your heated steering wheel right here on the side. In the center, this is where your parking brake, auto hold, your Qi wireless charger, two USB-C ports, two USB ports, and then you got your drive mode or the mode selector, so you can go snow, eco, standard, and sport. I'm gonna be very honest with you, these modes probably won't do too much. Shifter, parental, and a B, so you can leave it on to B for best braking performance. Essentially, it just uses the engine braking there. Really deep cup holders, but like, I wish there was like some sort of tray so I can put something on top maybe, but nice deep cup holders and a very small little cubby here where you're gonna find your 12-volt plug. The seats is like full leather, I'm sure, with a fabric center, so they're pretty comfortable. You got LED lights on the top, which is definitely something that not a lot of other Nissan products have. Your sunglasses holders right here. Oh, and this, a panoramic sunroof. How exciting is that on a Kicks? It does cut into your headroom, but as long as you're not like 7 foot tall, it probably won't create too much of a problem. But yeah, panel sunroof. You're definitely not going to find that in many others in this segment. Very cool. What else can we talk about? What else do we need to see? We talked about pricing at the beginning already. Let me take a quick peek at my notes here just to see if there's anything else. Let's talk about sizing a little bit, because if we compare to the previous version, it's about 1.7 inches longer. The length is 2.2 inches longer, and width is 1.57. So yes, it's definitely bigger than the old one, but it's very, very similar to the Qashqai. I did a comparison to the numbers between this and the Qashqai or Road Sport if you're in the US, and the numbers are extremely similar. This is taller by a little bit, but in terms of like length and width, it's very, very similar to that. But that's really it. We'll do the review in just a little bit here. Yeah, if you have any questions on the Kicks, anything that you want to know in particular, let me know in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer them there. Or hopefully maybe if I get them soon enough, I'll be able to include it in the full review. But yeah, if you have any questions, like I said, let me know, but I'll catch you later. Take care.